Hello, Kathleen. Hi, Katie.
All right, so it's 3 o'clock, so we can go ahead and get started. So welcome. Glad you all could join us this afternoon to our Tampa Bay Area University Community Traffic Safety Team meeting. Good to be with you all again after we took May for our mega meeting, which was great. For those of you that were able to attend, good to see you there. So we'll get started with some just brief introductions. I'll call on folks to introduce themselves. So we'll start with Katie, our co-chair.
Thanks. Hello, everyone. My name is Katie Godwin. I am at the University of Tampa in their emergency management area, and I serve as your vice chair.
Excellent. And then we have Brenton. You there, Brenton?
Hello.
Hi there. Do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
I'm Brenton Mosher with the Center for Urban Transportation Research at the University of South Florida.
Excellent. Thank you. And then if I mispronounce, please correct me. Can Kui?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Kan Cui. Yeah, it's acceptable. Call me Kan Cui. I'm a postdoc researcher in the University of South Florida Smart Urban Mobility Lab.
Wonderful. Glad you could join us today.
Thank you.
We have Emeth Duran. Is Emeth here?
You can bypass Melissa.
Kathleen, he's with District 7. He's probably, maybe grab another call or something, but he's on.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, and then we have Ellen Snelling.
Hi, Ellen Snelling with Tampa Alcohol Coalition.
Hi, Ellen. And then George Edmiston.
Hey, George Edmiston with Benish.
Eric Henry.
Hey, Eric Henry with the FDOT District 7 Safety Office.
And then we have Peter.
FDOT Candyman. No, I will give everybody digital candy first.
I know, I need some digital candy. Julie Bond.
Hello, everyone. Julie Bond with Center for Urban Transportation Research at USF.
Excellent. Michael White,
Michael White, I'm the police corporal. I'm the supervisor over the DUI traffic unit with the Tampa Police Department.
we have Lori Paleo,
Hello, everyone. Lori Paleo with JMT.
and then we have Michael Taylor.
Hi, everyone. I'm Michael Taylor with the Hillsborough County Emergency Medical Planning Council and Trauma Agency.
Excellent. Glad you could join us today, Michael. And then we have Mike Zinn.
Yeah, Mike Zinn, FDOT Traffic Safety Office.
Wonderful. And Melissa.
Yep. Hey, everybody. I'm Melissa Shepard with JMT. And just to let everybody know, this meeting is being recorded. If you are not speaking, please mute your mics. Thank you.
Thanks, Melissa. Anyone else that I may have missed?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm MF Dram with the DOT District 7 Safety Office.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining us, Emma. All right. To get started then, we'll go over our April minutes for those of you that were able to be at our April meeting. Melissa's pulling them up on the screen right now. So if you have a chance just to take a look at those and let us know if everything looks okay and good to be approved.
I will motion to approve.
Great, thanks, Katie. Anyone want
George, I
to
second
second?
it. It's George, I'll second.
Great, thanks, George. Okay, so got minutes approved. So we'll go through our business updates and the problem areas that we've identified so far. So first up, we have the Lois Avenue crossing to HCC that we did have an update last time where Kelly was able to meet with the CRA and doing a study there. I don't think Kelly could be with us today, so I'm not sure if we have any further information on that area. All right, so we'll wait to hear from Kelly if any updates for the HCC crossing. And then the lighting issue. So I have reached out to Officer Marchesano to see where we're at with that. I haven't heard anything, but I know with graduation and everything, she's been pretty busy. So I'll see if I can get in touch with her to see how that light situation is looking, if they've ever responded to her maintenance request that was put in. I know that work orders can sometimes sit for a while, but hopefully now that we're in summer and people's schedules have opened up a little bit to take care of some of those pending requests. So I'll keep you posted on that. And then the IQ apartments, so no update here either. I know it's an ongoing project that looks to be wrapping up, from what I can tell when I passed through there, but I haven't heard any estimates for completion. But hopefully that'll be wrapped up soon, and we can see how those traffic patterns play out with the new lights and bike paths and things. All right, go ahead, Katie.
Sorry, I don't have an update on this. Marty and I have been playing vacation tag, so I need to connect with him.
Sounds good. Appreciate that. Are there any areas that anybody would like to identify as problem areas that we'd like to explore? No? All right. If not, then we'll just keep it at those 4 and revisit them in July with any updates. So I'll move into our activity reports and updates. So anyone from the law enforcement unit want to share any activity or updates they've seen?
It's Mike White. I think I'm the only law enforcement on, but we've been very busy weekend over Memorial Day. We did a checkpoint, and thank you to HCC for letting us use their parking lot for that checkpoint. It was very successful. And we did a 3-day operation for all of Memorial Day. Within 3 days, netted 38 arrests, I believe it was, and I don't even know how many speeding tickets. It was over 1,000. Let's see. As far as crashes go, we're way down on fatalities. We've been very lucky month to month. From last year, we are down over 100% in fatalities from last year. We're down on DUI, serious injuries, crashes by, I think it's 19%, but we're up almost 60% in DUI crashes themselves. So we still got a lot of work to do. As far as fatal crashes around the university system, it's been pretty good. We did just have a double vehicular homicide that's close to HEC and Ybor down at 20th Hemlock. That was a street racing case where one hit the other by accidentally pitted and spinning into a fence, and 2 of the passengers got impaled by a fence pole and were killed. We made 2 arrests in that case. Other than that, I can't think of any other crashes in the university areas that would matter. We're really low on fatalities, knock on wood, which is very good. But that's the updates that I have. If anyone has any questions, be happy to answer anything.
Hey, Mike, what was the ages on those victims on that street racing?
17 and 18.
I think.
Any other questions or comments? Appreciate that report. All right. So we've got our bike and pedestrian reports. Julie or Brenton, anything you want to share from Cutter?
I think at some point we're going to talk about the aggressive driving campaign. So I'll save that, but we have been, and Brenton can comment, going out to campus and doing outreach at the rec center. And so we're just trying during this month of June, trying to reach young men with, information about anti-aggressive driving. So I'm not sure in the agenda where we want to talk about that, but I'll leave that up to
Yeah. I was waiting for the open forum on that one, Julie.
Okay.
Katie, we've got Can on here, and if you remember from the mega meeting, she's into micromobility. That could probably fit in this area here on bike and peds.
Yes, glad you could join us, Can. So yeah, we usually reserve this spot in our meeting to just have anybody working in that area to share any updates or things that are going on or things that they're seeing. So if there's anything you'd like to share with our group related to any of your research or things that you're working on, would be happy to have you share that.
Yes, I'm glad to share some of the research jobs as I recently worked, but not the update information, but it's just from the research view. So I've been working the integration shared micromobility with public transit. Yes, like the physical integration, payment and fare integration, as well as institutional integration. And we want to looking more about the safety issue related about the shared e-scooter. During the mega city, I shared our accomplishment about the safety, the likelihood or the possibility, what are the factors to contribute or affect the likelihood about the shared e-scooter related accident or crash, and we want to get more data for the safety. So we plan to cooperate with the third-party company to attach a camera on the shared e-scooter vehicle. So while the user riding the e-scooter, we can collect the data, not only the image, but also the video to see are there any potential safety concern while riding, and to do more predict job or to mitigate how to prevent the the future safety issues. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Well, please keep us posted on that. If there's anything anyone else in our group can do to support you, just let us know.
Yes, I will.
Wonderful. Other biker, pedestrian reports or updates?
Hey, one other thing I wanted to mention is I'm working with the City of Temple Terrace on their bicycle-friendly community application, and they are planning to submit it for the next round, which is in August. And I know right now they have an upcoming workshop on their bike routes, and they are looking at planning out the best bike route between City of Temple Terrace and USF. And so that's kind of exciting. They're doing that. And I'm not sure who the DOT person is they're working with, but I believe someone with DOT is involved. But I think tomorrow is their workshop on Thursday. I can verify that. It might be next week. So they were planning on having a workshop where they're going to map out the best routes. So that's something that they found very important, is to try to map that route out with current infrastructure the way it is, and try to find the best route for people who want to bicycle between USF and Temple Terrace. So if there's anything from USF that you have to add to their application, it's a pretty rigorous application for the community. City of Tampa is a designated bicycle-friendly community. Brenton, what level are they? Are they silver or bronze? I can't recall.
Bronze.
They're bronze. Yeah, so it's a really rigorous application, and I'm hoping they can at least reach bronze, because they just changed the criteria a little bit. So it's pretty difficult to get to that bronze level, as you can imagine. But so if any of you have anything you're doing at USF that connects with Temple Terrace, between USF and Temple Terrace, they can add, because it asks about any type of engineering, education, anything that really is going to impact bicycling between Temple Terrace and USF would be really great to know about if there's something I don't know that you're doing. So let me know on that. I'll be working with City Council person Abel. She's the one who's taken the lead on it. So she has started the application, and I'm going through it to try to see where we can, really fit in and help them.
Absolutely. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, I know that's a rigorous process. Katie, is that something that UT is still working on too, that bike-friendly designation?
We are for the university level, but we don't touch Temple Terrace.
maybe we could design a route though to get there.
I don't know. University of Tampa is kind of landlocked.
Yeah.
A little bit, but to your point, like we do have a bunch of students who live up in the USF area. My understanding is most of them commute either by vehicle, carpooling, or bus. But if that is something interesting, I'm happy to be helpful in whatever way.
Yeah, I mean, we could maybe think outside the box. There might be some type of relationship with Temple Terrace because I know there are quite a few students that do go there that live here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great, thank you all. Any other updates in those areas?
I did want to ask a question on Corporal White. I know before our next meeting, because the 4th of July is coming, are you guys running any extra campaigns around the holiday on that one?
We'll have extra resources out, obviously, because of the fireworks, and the city goes a little bit nuts. I will have extra grant DUI officers out, and I'm going to get with Jim Rise. I believe he's going to have some of his aggressive driving grant people out. So yeah, we'll be out in force, but we're not necessarily running a campaign per se.
All right, thank you. So then we'll just take a look at our fatal crash map here. So we've got all of the campuses, that 1 mile radius in the borders, and as Corporal White said, I think these were previous fatalities that are listed there. So I don't know if there's anything more anybody wants to remark on our map.
I can discuss the map a little bit. So
Yeah.
from January 1st to March 23rd, there have been 4 fatal crashes in and around 1 mile of the college campuses. The map shows 5 fatal crashes because there was 1 fatal crash that occurred on the border of 2 1 mile radiuses, both the UT and HCC Ybor campuses. If you see that pedestrian crash, it's on the border of both. So that's counted as a double. In terms of the crash types, there was 1 rear end fatal crash at I-75 and Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in the daytime. There was a pedestrian fatal crash at Fowler Avenue and 17th Street in dark lighted conditions. It was actually a bicycle mode of travel. I think it was coded incorrectly. And then there was a pedestrian fatal crash on Fowler Ave and 19th Street, and another pedestrian fatal crash at Twig Street and 12th Street. That's everything.
Thanks, Lori. Anyone have any questions or comments about any of these incidents?
I will say that I think that is the lowest fatal crashes I've ever seen with the city of Tampa. We're usually up in the double digits by now. Not that we're taking credit, because we know, these crashes sometimes are just not avoidable, but we'll take credit where we can. And, not that we did it, but I'm going to say we had something to do with it, because those numbers are just insanely low, and hopefully they stay that way.
I believe you guys probably had a lot to do with it, because we all know red and blue lights make a lot of people pay more attention with it. Whether you're just writing warnings or citations, it's the red and blue lights that make people pay attention out there on the road.
Do you hear that, Peter? Extra candy for the cops at the next meeting.
Oh, definitely. I will have a mango iced tea ready too.
That's great. We appreciate all your hard work and help keeping everybody safe. So now we've got a good amount of time left for any announcements. Just open it up for anybody who would like to share or provide some updates about things that are going on in their area.
Kathleen, I'll go ahead and start on this one. Throughout the state of Florida, particularly in District 7, we are running an aggressive driving campaign for the whole month of June. And we're doing actually a press conference. I don't have my calendar in front of me. I think it's on the 27th. Is that correct, Eric? And what we're looking for, we want to run some pop-up campaigns between now and then. And the target group that we're targeting is males between 22 and 27, which is college age, but you guys are in that prime area. I don't know if you guys have any events or anything we can table an event at anything that you have to address, that age group and the aggressive driving campaign. That's what we're looking for on this. Just to get the word out and let that be. You'll see paid media out there, between the billboards and messages on Facebook and all that stuff. It's a big campaign going on right now. Eric, did I miss any part of it yet?
I think you about got it.
I'm gonna say, because I don't have it in front of me. I'm blind, so. Fortunately, we just had a meeting in our own office a few minutes ago, and so it's still fresh in my old brain, so I hadn't slipped away yet. Look at Melissa laughing.
Well, any materials you all have, we're welcome to try and distribute them. At USF, we do a lot of our in-person programming in the summer. Once our summer B session starts, which is at the end of June, and we will be having an event on, I don't want to say the wrong date. It is the 29th. We do kind of like a welcome event for students and share our wellness resources. So if anybody from FDOT wants to come to that, it'll be from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. We'd be happy to have you all there. And so I can connect more with y'all offline as well. But yeah, any other kind of virtual or print resources, things too, we'd be happy to share and spread the word on that as well.
Sure. And yeah, just shoot us an email on the dates and times and that you have these events. And plus, we'll get you some extra material to pass out along between here and there. How about University of Tampa, Katie?
We do not have a strong student population during the summer on campus. Our students return at the beginning of September. So anything beforehand is going to be more of a waste of your time. Sorry.
I don't think, do we have anybody from HCC today? Don't see anybody.
No, I don't think so, Mike.
Katie and Kathleen, I'm wondering, would an electronic resource be something you could pass around for us? Because we have a survey that we're asking the young men to take. And so, for example, I was talking about it when we're setting up at the rec centers, we have the QR code or the campus recreation center. We have the QR code and they take a survey, but we're also doing that electronically with some social media ads. And so I'm just wondering if you have maybe some venues where, you could post that online, or you could, put it out in somewhere where there might be, people walking by, and then the link also, ask them if they want to receive an item at the end. So then we do gather some of their information and we can do a follow-up with them afterwards. So, even if you don't have a lot of people on campus, maybe that's a way you could reach them through your social media. Like if you could post it on, your Facebook account or your Instagram. Eric had posted that that's still where some of these young men are going, and they might see that on your university Facebook or Instagram. Or if you have other, I don't know if you're using other social media, or if you have other venues, we could get it out that way.
Yeah, absolutely. We primarily use Instagram. We find that students aren't using Facebook as much anymore. And we had for a little bit tried to use TikTok, but now we can't use TikTok on campus anymore. But we have still regularly post on our Instagram page, and so would be happy to share out that information through there if you have graphics that are sized for that, or we could kind of help create something too. So yeah, anything you want to send us in that realm, we can disseminate.
Oh, great, because there's a whole campaign already made and there's a 30-second video, so we can get all of those items over to you, and then if you just find appropriate places to post them, that would be perfect.
Do they run the USF Oracle during the summer?
They do. I just saw an issue come out. They're all online. I don't know if they print copies anymore, especially not during the summer. So I could get in touch with them if they wanted to maybe do an article on it, or I know they do advertising and spaces and that too.
Sure, that'd be great.
We've done paid ads through the Oracle, Mike, in the past, so Brent can check on that too, because it's been effective. You can just run your, ad online.
I mean, since it's digital, I've seen the digital version of the Oracle myself. I'm actually a subscriber to it, but maybe we could put the QR code on that.
Yeah, you can definitely. We've done that before, so we can check on that too.
Yeah.
And Kathleen, maybe if we have some joint, if you have any other ideas, we can maybe brainstorm too to see how we can reach more USF, because that's such a huge audience. However, it is not the best month since not as many people are around. So maybe digitally. Yeah, they still read the Oracle maybe, so.
I don't know. Does University of Tampa, do you guys have anything like that? A digital newsletter or something you guys produce and send out?
Not for our students. That's all geared towards our faculty and staff members. That comes out usually every 2 months, I think.
Oh, okay.
I can, if there's some social media stuff, I can put it in the hands of the offices that run those pages for them to place it. Our students do not really engage with us during the summer, so I would manage our expectations. And email is not the way to go.
I hear you.
Would anybody else like to share any updates or announcements?
I can't anything. I think we're good to go.
All right. Well, I know for us, like Katie, it's summer, so it's quiet. We are doing like orientations and things like that, which just started up. So we are hoping to reach some students as they're on campus. I know it's kind of like a little bit of a fire hose effect since they get so much information during orientation, but at least kind of preliminary, give them some information about safety on campus as well as off campus, and being on the roads and things like that. And then we are hoping, I don't know if Ellen wants to say more, we're hoping to get some grant money too for all of our universities to go towards prevention work in the areas of substance use prevention, including alcohol, marijuana, THC, and prescription drugs. So they just submitted it, I think, the other day to get the SAMHSA grant. And so we'll keep our fingers crossed that that goes through.
Yeah, this is Ellen. Yeah, got in on Monday, which was the last day to turn it in, but it was well in advance of the midnight. And we should know by August. It's actually a pretty quick turnaround, and it may even start in September. So we really are hoping that that grant goes through. And like Kathleen said, it's prevention of some of the major substances that we have issues with on the college campuses. And it involves HCC, UT, and USF. So if we get it, we'll definitely let everyone know. And it will be a 5-year grant. So looking forward to that. And one other thing, I just wanted to thank everyone. There were some people that are like Mike Zinn and Melissa were at the big kind of reception we had for all the DUI officers and deputies on May 26th in Ybor. And the officers and deputies really appreciated it, I think. And we brought plenty of food and drinks for everyone. And I think, you know, they really like the community support. And like Corporal White said, there was just a saturation with a lot of different agencies that started. We served them probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then they went out saturations all over the county and city after that. And then at the HCC Ybor campus, that's where Tampa Police Department did a DUI checkpoint, which was very successful. So we just appreciate our law enforcement officers. And like Corporal White said, when you start seeing the fatal crashes and injuries go down, even if there has to be arrest to prevent that so be it. But that's our main focus, is trying to get the crashes and especially the injury crashes and fatalities down, and get the word out that the police and the sheriff's office are all out there looking for people that are not following the law. So that's all. I just wanted to thank everybody for that May 26th event. It was really well received. And we had the deputy chief from the sheriff's office was there to observe too, and she was quite impressed.
Yeah, I would think it was not a good place to be in Ybor City that night.
Just to also touch on one thing that I forgot with the TAC grant money that we got, we will be doing. We've had a big influx on our DUI arrests of college age students with fake IDs and drinking in Ybor. So we are going to be doing an operation this month with ABT addressing that issue in Ybor.
Hey, Julie, since it's that, go ahead.
Well, it's going to be in Ybor, and then next month we're going to be going out and hitting some of the convenience stores with ABT to address underage sale to minors.
Okay, great. Because we got to keep track of that grant, and we want you guys to spend the money. And that sounds like I did take a walk around Ybor after we watched the checkpoint for a little bit, and yeah, I think it's great for you guys to be out there and see what's going on, because there was a lot of very young looking people that had trouble walking, let's say. So I think there's some underage drinking going on for sure.
Mike, were you going to say something about Ybor?
Yeah, I was gonna say, since everybody's commenting how young the male group of people was for DUIs, maybe that's what we could do as a pop-up at the county jail.
There we go. We'll have to work with Michael White on that. Well, I was just thinking maybe Ybor might even be a good place for a pop-up if we have any partners down there. I don't know if anyone knows of any. If
I don't.
It's too bad we don't have someone from.
They have trucks that drive around. They have digital signs. They drive up and down Adamo. They drive up and down 7th. They have big digital screens on them. And I mean, most of the ads that they have on there is, you know, for strip clubs, but why not? I mean, you can't miss them. They drive through the heart of Soho, Ybor, Adamo. I don't know if that's something you can look at.
That sounds great. There's a lot of cruising going on. Motorcycles cruising around, blasting music. But I mean, I think a digital billboard in some of those areas like Soho and Ybor on the weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, might really get some attention.
yeah, that's an interesting idea.
You know, Peter, if you could come up with appropriate message to put on a variable message board, we could probably get the traffic operations to place a couple of them around the area.
Yeah, that's a great idea if it can be done.
Sounds great. Any other updates or things that folks wanted to share with the group? All right, sounds like we can end a little bit early today. Our next meeting is scheduled for July 5th, which I'm sure some people might be traveling or things like that. So we will still plan to keep it and meet. It's one of our in-person meetings, so I don't think we have a location set at the moment. So if anybody wants to volunteer a location or have any ideas for where we can meet in person, or if that day and time still works for folks, or if we want to.
Hey, Kathleen.
Yes.
I know that the parking might be an issue, but I would love to see your new student center if you wanted to host it there. Your new wellness center.
We have a new health and wellness center on campus. There is a meeting space there. I don't think it's quite open yet. There's still some minor projects that are going on, and they're using that space kind of as a storage area. So we're hoping in the fall for that to be open, and we want to do some programs there. But it is, I wasn't lucky enough to get moved into the new building, but it is a beautiful space. And so maybe in the fall, that's a really good idea, Brenton, to show y'all around there in our new facility on campus. But I know parking on our campus is always a pain. So if people are willing to navigate that, then we could do that.
Parking on our campus during the summer is much nicer, so if you would like to come hang out at UT again, we are more than welcome to host.
I enjoyed coming to UT last year, so if other folks are amenable to kind of meeting downtown and going to UT, then that sounds great to me. Other folks okay with that, or other suggestions?
I think that sounds good. There shouldn't, over the summer, the traffic's not so bad, and there won't, parking won't be an issue.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's been a year, I guess it has been a year, but yeah, I enjoyed being down there at University of Tampa.
And
maybe some of that construction on Boulevard's done.
It is in a current state of unclear, and apparently there has been a pause on some of it, so we don't know when it's going to be done. But we would love to host you. Come on down, hang out with us. And campus has changed a little bit in the last year. We've got some new construction going up, so if you remember it then, it'll be a little bit different now.
Okay, is the parking in the same areas?
Parking is in the same area, but we will be in my office building, which is just across the street from the other one, and I'll give you updated instructions. All that will be fine.
Yes. Send that to Melissa so she can send it out to everybody in the team.
You got it.
And we'll just go ahead and get that scheduled for the Tampa U next time.
You got it.
I'll get it plugged in on the website as well, under the community events and the university page. Thank y'all for hosting again.
You're very welcome. We like to have friends during the summer. It's just much easier for us then. Not that we don't like you all year round, but.
That makes sense. Appreciate that and look forward to that. So hope you all can join us then on July 5th at 3 p.m. At UT's campus, and be on the lookout for details about the map and office location. So if there's no other pressing items, then again, thank you all for your time and being with us this afternoon. And if anything else comes up, feel free to reach out in the meantime. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your days.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.